Hello, I am doing this week's energy oracle card reading for the collective. Whew, we've already got stuff jumping at it. Okay, interesting. I chose this card earlier and it just keeps popping out of the deck, so it must be important. We'll come back to that. Whoa, we got another one. Oh my goodness, it's jumping out today. Oh my goodness. How many are we going to get? Wow. I guess that's it. Okay. Well, once again, using the Hero's Journey deck, which is a beautiful deck made by a Blue Angel in Australia. And I absolutely love it. And I am going to go with the first card, which was Me Time. Me Time, enjoy your own company. And I'm sorry that the text is backwards, but once again, I'm having issues with turning it around. I got it to turn around on Facebook Live, but somehow it's not doing it with my video. So anyhow, okay, me time. Enjoy your own company. So I know a lot of us have been doing a lot of me time, alone time because of COVID, and we're probably thinking, more me time? Oh my goodness, I'd rather get out and see people. But this means something different. This isn't only being alone time. This is having quality time with you in spirit, having quality time in meditation, having quality time with your thoughts and your heart. So it's not like, okay, I'm just going to be alone and I'm going to watch TV all night, or I'm going to drink a bunch of wine or whatever it is and just play solitaire. This is like really being with your higher self, being with spirit, being with God's source, the one, whatever you want to call it. This is what that is. Spending that time being in the company of the one, of your higher self, because this is what is going to help you stay sane. Yeah. It's what's helped me stay sane in the last year. Believe it or not. Some people would beg to differ, but I'm gonna go with it. Okay, the next card that jumped out was One with the Sun, Be the Light. I think we had these last week. Okay, One with the Sun, Be the Light. Again, who are you not to be the most amazing person that you can be? We are more fearful of our light than we are of our dimness and our darkness. That is a quote, or it's my take on the quote by Marianne Williamson about being the best that you can be, being your higher self, and not being afraid to do that. And that's what I feel this card is about. It's like, why are you playing small? We did get this one a week ago or a few weeks ago. Why are you playing small? Why is it that you are, so we're in the same energy obviously, but why are you not bursting out and taking this time, this opportunity to transform yourself, to change into who you want to be? You don't have to be the same person. The world's not the same. The world's changed a lot in the last year due to the restrictions that everybody's had and the fear and the living during a pandemic. So why do you have to stay the same? Why can't you change yourself and be who you really want to be? Go after what you really want to do. That's the question. Being one with the sun, be the light. And the sun, again, based on what you want to call it, the one, God, it, Buddha, source, the universe. It's like being at one with that, which is, or your higher self, which again is something that is part of you. It's all part of you. It's all part of us. Being at one with that is going to help you to be the light. And it's going to help you lighten up as well. I mean, I know I have so many friends and so many people that are really struggling with COVID and everything that we're going through and all the restrictions and not being able to socialize, especially because they're very extroverted social butterflies and they need to be around people to recharge themselves. And they're struggling right now. And I always say to them, get in touch with yourself, get in touch with your higher self, spend time being quiet or in the energy, in the flow, in the power, so that you don't feel so alone and so you don't feel cut off. Because I don't feel as alone as I used to, because I do sit every day. I sit and I meditate and I talk to spirit, and I call it sitting in the power. When I sit in that energy and the power of the one, of the source. It's just the most beautiful feeling. It's like a shower of love. I absolutely adore it. There's nothing that feels better than that. So, that's something that I think everybody can do. Definitely. All right. How much good can you handle? Explore the upward spiral of grace. Interesting. How much good can you handle? Explore the upward spiral of grace. Again, this is similar to the other card of playing big. So I used to do landmark education years ago, and that was something that came up with them was playing big, getting on the court, they called it. So instead of playing small and being the smallest that you can be, play big. Play as big as you can. Dream as big as you can. Think of the possibilities outside of what your limitations are right now, or outside the limitations that you think you have in the current moment, or that you have imposed on yourself, or somebody else may have imposed on you. Think bigger than that. How much good can you handle? Can you dream of having the world? Why not? And we're never going to run out. People get worried about that. Well, what if everybody wanted to be a billionaire and that was going to make them happy? Well, the universe would provide. That's what would happen. Most of us don't want to be billionaires. Most of us want to be, abundant in our lives, but not just in money, but abundant in love, and abundant in health, and abundant in friends and family, and abundant in community and communication, and abundant in joy and adventure and love. And there's so many other things to be abundant in rather than just money. So not everybody wants the same things in life. We all have specific things that, yes, we'd like to be comfortable. We'd like to have food in our belly, a roof over our heads. We'd like to be warm and dry. There's so many things that, yes, the basic survival parts of life, but there's more beyond that. So why wouldn't you want it all? Right? Okay, the last one was 10,000 angels. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. Okay. I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a second. 10,000 angels. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. I'm laughing about this one, just a little chuckle, because a friend of mine pulled some cards for me on one of her decks last night, and this was what she was talking about was, using the support of the supernatural, using the support of your guides, of your healers, of your angels, of those who are in your spirit team that are helping you get through this life. They're helping you, providing you with the support and the nurturing and the love and the healing that we all need. We all have support teams. Some of us don't know about them. Some of us do. If you do, you can definitely lean into that and to pull from that. If you don't, you can get connected. I mean, there's many ways to do that. Meditation, speaking to others, talking to somebody that can tell you about your guides or show you how to get connected to your guides. There's also, I'm laughing because 10,000 angels. I have to tell you this quick story. I had a client last weekend, and when she was sitting here and we were talking, I all of a sudden felt the presence of Archangel Michael come in really, really strong, and it was almost overwhelming. He took up the entire room. And I had never had that before. This was the first time for me that I had experienced an angel energy and presence coming in. And I was shocked and overwhelmed, and I really didn't know what to do. And so I just kept giving her the information that I was getting. But while I was doing that, he was healing her. He was here. I found out afterwards when I was talking to somebody about this, and then she talking to her as well, that he came in for many reasons. One, because she's going through a difficult time in her life and she needed that extra support, and she called on the help from her support workers. So he come in for that. Plus he come in to heal because she had some issues going on in her physical body. And then she had also lost somebody recently. So he also came in to support her with that. And I found it so amazing because it was so powerful. His presence was something I've only felt a couple times before. I felt it in meditation once, which a friend of mine said could have also been an angel coming through. And I felt it when a friend of mine was doing healing on me once, and at that time I felt like it was a medicine man that had come through. I saw him quite clearly, and I sensed that he was one of the ancestors, that he was a part of a tribe, part of the like, could have been a shaman, the medicine man, the healer of the tribe, of the group. And his energy was like that too. It was so immense. It filled the room. And it was so beautiful. So the angels, calling on your angels. And many of us think of angels in different ways. I personally didn't believe in angels until very recently. I just thought they were a concept made from religious texts or something that people made up to comfort themselves. But having felt it, experienced it, seen it, I understand now. I understand the importance of angels and how they really can come down to communicate with us if we ask for it, if we need it. Yeah, quite something. Let's see if we can get one more card from this other deck, just for a guide for the week ahead. This is a wonderful, wonderful deck called the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. It was the first deck I ever got some 10 years ago. So it's a little worn, but I love it. So let's grab this one. It's jumped out. Oh, okay. Okay, so third eye chakra. Third eye chakra is about vision. It's about seeing beyond you. It's about seeing into other realms, seeing possibilities, about opening up. So for this, in the general context, I would say it is about, again, going back and dreaming big. I keep hearing this over and over again with a lot of the channeling I've been doing, is dream big, dream beyond, go beyond who you think you are and who you think you can be bigger. Dream bigger, be bigger, feel bigger, do bigger things. Because it's all up to us to create our lives. It's all up to us to create that vision so that we can manifest it. Because if we don't, we can't. As simple as that. If you don't create the vision, how can you manifest it? Because you're not seeing it. And this is something I'm really applying to my life recently too. And it has been a challenge. It's been a challenge for me because I am so, I am very grounded. I'm very logical, and I am very rooted in my body and in the planetary world around me. Even though I connect to spirit as well, I find that I sometimes get caught up, tripped up on my logic, tripped up on my inability to go beyond the veil, to go beyond what I see in front of me. But as we know from so many things that we've read and heard, especially with the power of manifestation and the law of attraction, is that we create our own reality. That has been proven by science. So in order to have a better reality, you need to have a better vision of what you want that reality to be. Just putting it out there, play with it. And you can challenge, you can actually do experiments. This one experiment I did with this book called E Squared, it said if you want a challenge that you change your reality and you change what you see in the space and time. One was to visualize something or ask for something that you want to see more of. And then just go out there and see what happens. So what I did one day was I decided I wanted to see red cars. So I said to myself, I want to see lots of red cars today, nothing but red cars. So I went and walked down up to the main street, left my home, obviously, walked to this little cafe, and I sat at a little corner table by the window, and I just watched the traffic go by. And sure enough, no word of a lie, I started to see nothing but red cars going by. Totally tripped me out. But it was also a reminder that this stuff works. So why not give it a try? Start with a little exercise like an E Squared. Think of something you want to see. Maybe it's blue butterflies. Maybe it's sun dogs. Maybe it's Labrador retrievers. Who knows? Give it a shot. Dream bigger. So I thank you all for coming and listening again to this somewhat channeled message for the energy for the week. And I wish you all the best. May you have love and light. Bye for now.